itself. So the guitar, I like to think about kind of like a little person. This is the body of the guitar. So I guess if you're holding the ukulele, you can see the body of the ukulele as well. So we have shoulders, the bottom of it, and then here we have the sound hole. This is where sound goes in to make the top move. And holding down to the body of the guitar, the strings, is what we call the bridge. All right, we got some more people coming in. Cool. So this is the bridge right here, and it holds the strings onto the body of the guitar. So we have strings. Now, does anybody know what these metal things are called right here? You can see them on your ukulele as well. Does anybody know what these things are called that divide the fretboard here? All right, these are frets, okay? So frets, similarly to when you play piano, playing different keys changes the notes. Frets change the note. They change the pitch. All right, great. It looks like Henri has a guitar too. Okay, so let's keep going here about the body. So body, then we have the neck of the guitar. On top of the neck, we have the fretboard with the frets. And then at the very top here, if this is the neck, this is going to be the head, right? This is the head of the guitar, their headstock. And then we have little tuning pegs here that help us get in tune. So if you ever start playing guitar, it's very important to get in tune. Today, we don't have to worry about it so much. But these tuning pegs, I like to think of them as like the ears or something of the guitar. So, you know, it doesn't hurt the guitar, but we can pull on its ears and get it in tune. Let's talk a little bit about, you know, what we think. When you guys hear the word guitar, what's the first thing that comes to mind? You guys think rock and roll? Do you think, you know, maybe blues music or blues, rock and roll, that sort of stuff? Great. So we can play all kinds of music with the guitar. We can play, you know, rock. We can play rock music, you know, we can play Jimi Hendrix. We can play blues music. That sort of stuff. We can play bluegrass music, if y'all ever heard that. I'm from North Carolina. I love me some bluegrass music. So we can play that sort of stuff. And another thing we can do is we can play classical music. So like, do all three of you guys play piano? I know Davis plays piano. Eva, do you play piano as well?
Violin.
You play violin? Great. Okay, so you are on track to be very good at guitar if you ever pick one up. Henri, what instrument do you play normally? Guitar?
Violin.
Violin, great. So that's very promising. Piano and violin are really good instruments to play if you want to get an introduction into guitar. So when you guys play violin, you have to hold down the strings to change the note, right? So on your guitar or ukulele or whatever instrument you have, I want us to just practice. Let's take our pointer finger right here. We're just going to put that finger on the fretboard, any fret you want. And let's say we're going to put it on the smallest string at the very top here. So for me, I'm going to put it on the 1, 2, 3, 3rd fret. I'm going to make sure my finger is right next to the fret. So not back here. That gets a really nasty sound. But right here, where I can get a pretty sound. Yeah.
Where is it?
What I want to do, when you see people playing guitar, a lot of times you see them, you know, strumming. So what that is, I'm taking my finger and I'm just going straight through the strings. Let's all practice. Finger on that 3rd fret, strumming straight through the strings. Yeah, doesn't have to sound great. We're just getting the basics down. And have some fun. Move around the finger. see I'm moving my finger around. I'm just having fun. I just want to see what different sounds I can get out of the guitar. So when we play guitar, it's a little different than piano, but it's a lot like violin. Violin, your bow has to match up with your left hand, right? Make sure you're on the right strings. Guitar is the same way. It's all about coordination, making sure that whatever string we're trying to play on, we're plucking on that string too. So we'll go back to strumming in a bit, but I'd like for everybody to take their pointer finger in their right hand, and we're gonna pick any string you want, and we're just gonna pluck that one string. Yeah. You can use your thumb if you'd like. We're just gonna get used to what that feels like. So in guitar, we go between strumming and plucking a lot. Everybody, we're gonna play a game real quick where we all strum until I say rest, okay? So we all know from your instruments that a rest means we stop, right? No sound. So how do you think we're gonna stop the sound on the guitar? What should I do to stop the sound?
Your hand?
Exactly, mute the strings. So that's what I want you guys to do when I say rest, okay? So we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna play really loud. You can use your left hand if you want. And we're gonna play really loud and fast, and then we're gonna stop, rest, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Get louder. And rest. Do it again, okay?
Is it here or here?
Keep going. And good job. Okay, one more time. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. And a little longer. And rest. Very good job. Okay, guys. So strumming, I think it's important early on to just know how to get a loud sound out of the guitar, whether that's strumming or plucking. So what I want to do now on the ukulele or the guitar, let's practice plucking. So take in our thumb or a pointer finger. I'm going to pluck on the first string. So the first string is the lowest one. It's at the bottom here. It's kind of backwards from what we'd think. But we're going to pluck on that string, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Let's take a break. Now, let's try to pluck with our thumb. So let's switch to your thumb, or if you're using your thumb, let's switch to a finger. Let's do it on the lowest string now. So this is the 6th string, or on ukulele, the 4th. So it's the biggest string. It's going to sound low, very deep. We're going to use our thumb, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Remember, just one string at a time. Okay, so I know not everybody's in tune right now, but can we all hear on my guitar at least that this is an E and this is also an E, right? Hear that they're both E's, but they're 2 octaves apart, okay? So think about your piano. This would be, I guess, E2, very low on the piano. And this would be E, I believe E4. So the guitar has a pretty wide range. Let's figure out what all the strings are, okay?
Is it already 1 o'clock?
Okay, so we already established that the 6th string is E. So I'm going to play the note, and you guys say E back to me, okay? E. Good. The 5th string, the next one down, is A. So I'm going to play the note, and you guys say A back to me. A. A. Sound like Fonzie. All right, now we're going to go down to the 4th string, which is a D. So let's say D. Good. These 3 strings are what we call the bass strings of the guitar. So you can think about, in piano, left hand usually plays the bass, right, Davis? So a lot of times our thumb plays on these strings when we play guitar. So these are the bass strings. It's kind of like our left hand. Now we're going to move up to the treble strings. So the 3rd string right here is going to be a G. So say G. G. Good. Yeah, so tuning's a little out, but we can work on that later. We're going to move to the 2nd string, which is a B. Say B, okay? Good. And what did we say the 1st string was? It's the same as the bottom one.
E.
E. Very good, okay? So let's go E, A, D, G, B, and E. So a fun way to remember these strings is, since it's E, A, D, G, B, E, I like to think Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. Because if you ate dynamite, you're probably not coming back. So that's a way that one of my students came up with for me to remember the strings, which I thought was really creative and fun. So what I want to do now, let's all practice plucking the 1st string, and we're going to go to the 1st fret, okay? We're going to go E. What note would this be if open string is E?
F.
Very good job, Henri. So the guitar is divided into half steps, just like the piano. So every time we move up a fret, we go up a half step. So I'm gonna play some notes here, and you guys see if we can figure out what they are. So I'm gonna go E, and then F. 2nd fret would be what note? What comes after F?
F sharp.
Very good. After F sharp?
G.
Very good. After G, I almost said it. After G?
E sharp.
G sharp. Okay, that's a freebie. And then after G sharp?
A.
A. After A?
A sharp.
Sharp. After A sharp?
B.
B. After B?
B sharp.
B sharp or C. We'll call it C. And then after C is going to be?
C sharp.
C sharp. After C sharp?
D.
D. After D?
E sharp.
D sharp. And then, just like the open string,
E.
we're going to come back to E. So at the 12th fret, everything repeats. So open E, we can play an E right here. Open A, we get an A on the 12th fret. D, we get D on the 12th fret. G, G on the 12th fret. B, and E. So these string to the 12th fret is 1 octave, okay? So remember, there's 11 steps, 12 steps in an octave, and this 12th fret represents the next octave. So let's practice just working with our fingers, plucking a little bit. I'm going to pluck just on this 1st string. This is the same for ukulele or guitar. We're going to go. So we're thinking open, close, open, close. Remember, we're trying to get our finger right next to the fret. We're using that 1st finger. So, Eva and Henri, you guys play violin. In the left hand on violin, what do we call each finger? Which finger is this one?
First.
First finger. Middle finger is the second finger. Ring finger's third. Pinky's fourth. So guitar, it's the exact same way. Davis, I'm sorry. I know it's a little different on piano because you use your thumb, but in guitar, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in the left hand. So everybody hold up your left hand. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay. What I want to do now, let's go on the guitar. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give that a try. It's a lot like violin, but it's almost easier because we have these frets, right? You don't have to listen quite as much. Let's go. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So, which finger is probably the hardest to use?
Pinky.
Pinky, right? Yeah, so it's really important early on that we start working with that pinky if we're going to play guitar. All right. What do you guys have any questions so far? Anything you've wondered about the guitar, been curious about, or wanted to hear or know? Any questions? No?
What are the chips for?
What's the what?
What are the chips for?
The chips? What chips? Like a pick? That's just for if you, so I play with my fingers most of the time, but if you, certain styles of music, you use a pick, and that's just for if you want to play really fast on one string like that. I think I might actually have a pick with me that I can grab. All right, guys. So this here is a pick. Have a pick with you. Just go ahead and grab one. The way I like to hold a pick, it's a little different for everybody, is I like to have my hand like this. So kind of like making a thumbs up. I'm going to put the pick on top of my pointer finger. And then I'm going to put my thumb on top of the pick so that my thumb covers up most of the pick. Do you see? And you want to feel really secure. And really, I just think about keeping it between my pointer finger and my thumb. Though, you know, it's a little different for everybody. So, you know, what works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for you. But when we use a pick, we always want to practice alternating. So that means going from down and up. So let's practice with the pick on the first string, going down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, so make sure you're on one string. And it's important to do this because you try to play really fast, only going down. It doesn't sound very natural, and it's kind of hard. I feel like my arm gets really tired really quick if I'm doing that. So it's important to practice alternating. So let's go on the first string on the E. And let's go down, up, down, up, down, up. Nice. Let's keep that going. We're going to get our first finger ready. And we're going to put it on the first fret, okay? First fret. Second fret. Now third fret. And here comes pinky. Nice. Good. Very good job, guys. So with a pick, we can play a lot faster. We can do like... able to play really fast with the pick, which is a really nice thing about it. We're also, if we're strumming, let's all try to strum. Let's put our finger on the 3rd fret. We're going to strum from the G string down, so from the middle of the strings down. Yeah. And same thing. Let's practice going down, up, down, up. Down, up, up, down, up. Very good. Again, we can move our fingers around. Let's play the noise game again, this time with the pick, okay? So we're going to make a ton of noise. We're going to use the pick, okay? So make a noise in 1, 2, 3. Oh! Keep going. Cool. All right, one more time. Keep going. Good. Rest. Forgot to say it that time. Okay, guys. So we got a couple minutes left. Do you guys have any more questions about the guitar? So we talked about picks. We talked about left-hand fingers. Anything else?
What are these dots on the
Sorry, guys. Let me unmute everybody. All right. What were you saying, Davis? 1 second. Can't unmute him. All right. I'm sorry. I can't hear Davis right now. Sorry. What were you saying, Henri? Though. What was the question you had?
Oh,
the
what
dots.
are these dots?
They just let us, it's just kind of to guide our eye. So if you notice, your dots are on the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, and then I believe the 9th fret and 12th fret. So that double dot one, you can remember that's the 12th fret. Nice and easy for us to see. And then 9th fret, 7th fret, 5th, 3rd. So they move up 2 frets at a time, and then this one skips 3. But it's just to help us look. You notice mine doesn't have them, but I do have a dot up here to help me kind of see. All right, so any more questions about the guitar before we make some more noise? Oh, that's for keeping the strings in place. That's called the nut. Okay, so that little piece of ivory, that keeps the strings in place. You guys have any other questions about the guitar, maybe? No? Okay, so let's go back, review a little bit. We're going to try playing with the pick this time on single strings. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try to get on that first string right there. Down, up. Good. So let's see how fast we can go. Cool. Okay. Now, let's try some strumming, okay? So play the noise game one more time before we part ways. You guys have been great. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you've learned a little bit about guitar and maybe want to pick it up, you know? We all have more time than ever to learn new instruments, so I encourage you to learn some guitar during this break, okay? Also practice your violin and piano. But, all right, let's make some noise, okay, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Nice. Very fun, okay? All right, Davis, Henri, Willow, Eva, and hey, all you guys, I guess. It's been fantastic. I hope you had a lot of fun. Any questions? Any more questions before we part ways? All right. Well, play some guitar during this break, okay, guys? I really encourage y'all to pick one up. Have fun with it. Don't be afraid to make some funny sounds. And most of all, just enjoy the time and enjoy making music, whether it's with guitar, violin, or piano, okay? You guys have been great. Hopefully, I'll see you next week.
you.
See you guys. Thank you all so much, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Stay safe, stay healthy, okay? See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.